Yo.
What's up with niggas, man?
Shit.
See what this league looking like. My shitty ass. Ain't that too old by my shit. I got discouraged. Damn, I'm number 20. I'm shitty as hell. I was just number 6. They made Big Ten player with. Hey, club, about to come see us. I don't even care about them. And I just dropped so far on me.
Why is that light on?
Recruit and be some bullshit. Yeah.
What? Get out.
Thank you. Dropping on everything. Hey man, fall back on that right tackle, cuz. Yeah. You don't even need nothing.
Who?
You niggas.
Well, I don't even know what I just. Everybody I had, people keep taking.
Motherfucker, that goddamn 5-star right tackle. That nigga named Bart. Never met a black dude named Bart. Oh my, you gotta be strong, cuz.
Why?
No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle.
I gotta turn this fair stream off. Moving too slow. Hate when that happens. Another 99 overall team. Woohoo!
They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. The 40. The 20. The 10. some room. It was over.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Ready to fire from the pistol. The give to the lone running back. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
Quarterback making adjustments. Thomas looking to fire. Right down the middle. He's got it. At the 40, there he goes. And he was off to the races. Finally tipped up at the 36.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. The give to the tailback. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up. Get a stop, force them either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
They'll ride the hot hand. He's
I had
dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the running back. And it's on the ground.
Lucky.
I would say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Thomas back to pass. Fires to the end zone.
Oh.
Touchdown, Notre Dame.
What?
Made the grab in the end zone for the score. They scored.
That's crazy.
Big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip into the secondary, make that big play.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And that kick was perfect down the middle. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. They're set set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
We need two more rebounds.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They go to the ground. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Caught near the sticks. It's Briggs. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And the Canes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Got his man quickly. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Here come the Irish back on offense. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. And it's caught. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. They'll go to the ground. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Thomas looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They'll leave it with him. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a soft spot in the middle. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. We've got a good one going here. I'm looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Thomas back to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Touchdown, finding Irish. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Now, when you run these screen plays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back. But look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisville has the lead right now, but it's not like Lamar Jackson is under center out there today, which might explain why this one is so close. They're up by 4 over Marshall. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He gets a block. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Running to the left. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. Turning it on. Bust through behind his pad. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Miami. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He stopped at at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Thomas looking to fire. Now he's going to break the pocket. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
On the run, it's Willingham. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Handoff to the lone back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Using his feet. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. And it's right down the boulevard. And they go back on top.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. take care of the football this time. Leaves it with the running back. Makes it past the marker. At midfield, he's got room. Flying down the right side. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. They'll run this play from the pistol. Thomas back to pass. Here comes the heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. It's the conference finale today. Win this one. Extra football ahead. Has taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, and you people, Reese, you know, that looking ahead, always pointing to the future, like they need to win.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Looking for his man in the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Still running at the 40. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football. And
Yo.
big yardage on the return. What a play there. No reason to be in a big
Woods.
rush. They have some time here late in the half.
I saw you pop in here.
To the ground with the back.
Well, yeah.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll give it to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Willingham. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes a grab past the marker. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Hurricanes are in the hurry-up. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Yo.
Operating in the red zone here on second down.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Looking for space. It's fully head. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
I can't change my play.
To the ground to try to move the chains. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7. Timeout called by the offense, and now they
Not
just have
letting me
one remaining
take
in
my
the half.
play.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Let's get a couple more yards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming.
Might get it. He hasn't stopped the run all game, so it might be a touchdown game. Ooh, if I had that. Do I have it? Oh, I did have it, but now he's reading it. Fuck.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone.
He fumbled.
Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's a great job by the defender that time, locating the ball on the ground and hopping on it for a fumble recovery. And guys, that's the second straight game this guy has had a fumble recovery.
Boy, fumble with 2 seconds left. It's crazy.
He's got another one here.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Give to the single back. And some room to work. They'll knock
We
him
want the
down.
same run play, and we ran. Why are we overrunning it?
That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
I needed that touchdown.
Canes will kick it away to crank up the second half.
Needed that touchdown. It's all good.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude, running back, same thing.
The same shit every time.
You know, and I think
Same
again,
shit
as a
every time.
defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. Thomas looking to fire. Working that left side now. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They think there's room to run to the right here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got his man. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
My old coach said, don't never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll try to get it through the air. Moving away from pressure. He'll pull it down and run. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Thomas back to pass. Floating away. Got his man. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. The run to the left. Breaks it with it. Got enough space. Touchdown, Irish. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Arizona is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Teddy Bruschi had a hand in getting this kid to Tucson, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? They're trailing by 11 to North Texas. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They botched a scoring opportunity the last time they had it, fumbling inside the 20, and now a chance to put up
Nobody blocked. That's crazy.
knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Got his man downfield. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. You get a guy who can do that on the outside and is sort of in the DNA of Miami's program.
Yeah, just speed. Those are guys that put fear in you. Those are the track stars. The Sunshine State produces so many of them. Those guys can absolutely fly.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Runs through the tackle. And he'll have enough for the first down.
No, my running back.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Saints look to keep this drive humming. The give to the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
That's insane. Both of my running backs get hurt on back-to-back plays. That's
After
insane.
picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Running back searching for a hole. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Goodness,
That's
that is
insane.
the way you
That deserves my nerves.
play. Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire caused a wreck that had to be a blown assignment. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Power football with the run. Finds a little space. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Another good run. Man, he has...
Oh, I'm good.
Picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Thomas looking to fire. It's on target and complete. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46.
And that's why through the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Yeah, this nigga's scared.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. They'll try the run. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give to the tailback. Oh, better look out! Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Motion from the back. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Irish will open the fourth with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
We know what's coming. Let's get stopped right here.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Making side adjustments here. Thomas back to pass. Gets it out fast. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. On the run, it's Guerrero. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And this one splits the uprights. The lead now up to 7 at 24-17.
And that was an important kick here in the fourth quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
And he's coming out of the end zone. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Give to the running back. And runs through another one. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first
He gonna
down.
die out there today.
I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Montgomery. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one.
Yeah, and when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time.
That's insane, bro.
Way to get the first down.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple yards there.
From the gun, the ground game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They'll try to get the first through the air. Pulls it in. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
This is a receiver who's so dangerous once he has the football in his hands. That's a simple slant pass, but after he catches it, he's able to work in the middle of the field, finds the open green, and get the first down.
And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Hurricanes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And at least they keep him out of the end zone. He's on the 3.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Quarterback will keep it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Canes.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down one late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for two? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Arizona looks like 5 miles of bad road today. Offensively, the wheels have come off. Defensively, it's been one pothole after another. They're trailing by 17 to North Texas. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Thomas looking to fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Free yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. They'll start this drive with a pass. Quick strike complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to fire on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Browning. He's into plus territory. Knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Handoff to the single running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Thomas back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And if they're going to run the football late in the game in this situation, not that close to scoring zone, that they've got to take a timeout here. You've got to make sure you save as much time as possible and communicate with your quarterback.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Looking for a gap. It's Guerrero. There he got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and
It's 13 seconds left. What are you doing? Shit fucking weird, bro. Like,
stopped at the 17.
see what he come out.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17.
Hike the ball, please.
It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Montgomery. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. They'll go to work in the air on second down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to throw on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went right down to the final play.
Hey, you was one of the shit up, dude. Hey, Trey. About weird. Oh, you trying to get a reference point. No reference point. But let take that on the chin. Yeah, do it. I was about to say shit. Yeah, I mean, let's say it's not glorified. It's definitely glorified. How you say that?